friends, welcome to a brand new video. I'm back with another haul and I am so excited to show you my Hatsune Miku figure haul. It's because I finally got the figure that I was looking for and was one of my holy grail figures. I'll show you what I'm talking about later, but let's start with Hatsune Miku Nendoroid doll standard version by Goodsmile company. This is my first ever Nendoroid doll, by the way. Was it worth it? Yes, it's Miku, so duh! So she comes in this box. It looks pretty basic unlike regular Nendoroids. It doesn't have the usual Nendoroid box window. Taking all items out of the box, this is what you will get when you buy the Hatsune Miku Nendoroid doll. You will have the main body, Hatsune Miku Nendoroid doll clothes, her boots, an extra neck ball joint with the neck base, extra hands, stands and clamps, magnet for the stands, and lastly the base. Her articulation is amazing. The tips of the twin tails are connected to the head with ball joints. This gives you so much room for hair poses, which is of course a good thing. Her twin tails are longer than the regular Miku Nendoroid too. Now the body. I'm definitely liking this already, but let's do sample movements. Are movement better than regular Nendoroids? Definitely. Elbow can even bend up and down. Slight articulation on her chest. You can make it look like she's raising her chest area up front or bending a bit from the back. Minimal movement for her waist. Ball joints just above the quads, knees can bend really well, and her feet are connected to the legs with ball joints. Enough of that, let's put on her clothes next. The clothes were mostly connected by Velcro, so they were kind of easy to sort out. By the way, to connect the boots, you need to pop off the feet. The boots have their own ball joints that can link to her legs. And here she is! Oh, she looks so cute! I could gobble her! I'm so happy this doll really makes us feel that she is a doll by being extra and having actual fabric clothing. I mean, Nendos, Figmas, and other figures with articulation or without can still be called as dolls, but figures with fabric just makes them feel closer to dolls that we grew up. The subtle gradient of her hair looks good too, definitely better than her regular Nendoroid version. Also, the details despite being a small set of clothing is amusing. I mean, look at how tiny she is and her outfit still has, this smaller details or parts. The stitching is neat, which is surprising to be honest. Simply amazed at how good the outfit were sewn. I could only imagine the hard work that was put into this. I honestly don't know if there are fakes of this out there, but I highly doubt that they can make something as complicated as this. I bought her Nendoroid doll for $54 excluding shipping fee, and I think she's totally worth it. She looks absolutely adorable and very poseable due to high articulation. Almost every part of her body can be moved. Your $50 can already give you tons of possible poses that's either hard to be done with regular Nendoroids or impossible. This Hatsune Miku figure would make a great table companion, and I can't believe I delayed buying a Nendoroid doll. It's highly addictive! I could definitely relate to Nendoroid doll parents now when I see them taking their Nendoroid kids out for dates. Next, we have Hatsune Miku Rapunzel version figure by Taito from their Wonderland line. She comes in this thin, cute box with pastel colors. Ooh, I'm already feeling my bias because of the color choice. Taken out of the box, she comes in only two parts, the figure itself and the base. Simple, and I like it. The base is the word Wonderland printed on it along with some flowers and vines. Assembly is simple, you just have to push the figure on top of the base and it's done. Now it's time to nitpick. Please don't misunderstand, I really don't want to bully Taito. But here we go. There are minor excess molds, not something you can see from afar though, so it's okay I guess. Aside from that, I absolutely love the gloss and the choice of pink shades used for her shoes. Her overall paint job though looks dry due to the lack of shadowing. However, I appreciate the folds and creases on her dress. These details make the dress look better than just being, unrealistically still. I love the color of her eyes. There are more than just one color right there, which is good for prize figures. I also love that she has this subtle blush and it adds to her cuteness, and her mouth looks good too with some of her upper teeth peeking. Despite the lack of extra factors, her face usually does the saving for most of her Taito figures. I bought this figure for $14 and as a prize figure, it looks good but not that great. Just within expectations. Would I recommend this? Definitely, she looks charming. Plus, she's not that expensive. I guess my biggest gripe in this figure is her hair. I mean the tips of her hair. Personally, I think it would already look perfect without the semi-translucent feature. Moving on, we have Hatsune Miku Costumes Café Maid version figure still by Taito. The same as Rapunzel Miku, she comes in a slim box, however her art reference is printed behind her full figure photo rather than on one side of the box. Taken out, she also comes in only two parts, the figure, and the base. Her base I think is a bit thicker than the Rapunzel Miku. It also has checkered prints along with the stars, a glass of juice or beverage I think, and the word diner. Taito, I already praised your Rapunzel figure earlier for the face, and now it feels like I didn't even say any of that. Ladies and gentlemen, we are presented with another awkward smiling Miku. Again! To me, she looks terrified or shocked with a forced smile rather than happy. It's like Miku suddenly remembered all the cringe posts she did 10 years ago while at work meeting an old classmate or something like that. And I guess we could say this is their somehow signature trademark now? The tips of the hair get faded out and gets either a different color or the same color but in a semi-translucent feature. I bought this figure for $14 too, and I like it in general, even with all my small rants. I don't think this Hatsune Miku figure would belong to my regretful Miku figure purchases. I like the pose and I appreciate how they made her dress look like she's really in motion. The way her skirt looks like it's in twisting or twirling motion, and how the bow behind her dress having that slight flip, it adds to the figure's appeal. Though ironically, I worry about the figure too because of the pose. I'm kinda afraid in the long run it will cause the figure to lean due to imbalance. Up next, we have Hatsune Miku 1/7 scale Chinese version by Myethos. I had to hunt for this figure and I was so happy God gave me a chance to buy her. This is going to be my holy grail figure. But anyway, she comes in this clear box with gold accents on corners while having a circular window at the back with floral patterns. The front looks simple as heck, but I absolutely love it. You know, I would be so happy if figure boxes try and copy this kind of altar-ish box style. Taking her out of the box, I'm almost speechless at how stunning she looks. Lord, she looks absolutely beautiful. This has to be the most beautiful Hatsune Miku figure ever made. Do you think so too? Or if not, tell me in the comments below. What other Hatsune Miku figure do you think is the most beautifully made? Anyway, let's start with the face. I am so in love with her face. I feel like crying at how this was done. It's done so beautifully. Oh my goodness. She looks serene and her eyes just looks too charming. The subtle warm tone eyeshadows and long eyelashes look so soft and pretty. Oh my goodness, I think I can make a whole video just for her eyes alone. But look at the sculpting of her face. I see no room for complaints, bro. Her nose looks pointy but doesn't look off, and her perfectly sculpted lips looks kissable, dear lord. And her hair looks absolutely great. The hair strands were true to the art reference by Ask, and I really like that. The bow-shaped hair at the back, the hair strands sitting on wood, and the placement of her hair, oh. The gradients are low-key underwhelming though compared to the promotional photos, but who cares? She still looks appealing. All the details are blowing me away. Even small details like the floral print on her upper part of the dress. By the way, sorry for the blur, I had to use super micro so we could see this detail. The flower pot with rust or whatever you call it, it's amazing to think that it isn't painted with one solid color. I mean, it's just a small feature or decoration right there. And let's be in awe with what's happening here. Her legs look so nice because of the way it's sculpted and the subtle redness on her supposedly skin just above the socks. Oh my goodness, one of my weaknesses right there. And get this, even the socks were printed with floral patterns. It's not even that noticeable unless you'll take a look at it longer and closer. We see different kinds of flowers around the figure and they look wonderful altogether. I especially like the flowers blooming near the art. Without extra details like this, I'm pretty sure the figure would look dull and dry. Everything just seems so perfect, bro. I think I'm bringing this figure along with me to my grave when I die of old age. This figure easily takes the #1 spot in my heart and of all my Hatsune Miku figures. The base, the sculpt, the paint job, overall composition, it gives you this kind of solemn seduction, bro. Like she looks sincere here, but the way she looks at you, it feels like she's pulling you more. Also, I bought this figure for $170. For all the details and the accessories, you can't even believe at how a low blow that is. My Miku simp bar just went up like crazy. So far, my only complaint is that her extra hand doesn't fit that well. But anyway, I am more than excited for my Jinx figure now after I saw this. Stunning beyond words, bro. 100% I recommend this figure. Best Hatsune Miku figure ever made so far. Alright, let's tone down a little bit and unbox Sakura Miku. Noodle Tower next. Bye for you. We got too excited there. Let's calm down a bit. This is my first ever sitting figure from Furyu since all the ones I pre-ordered before got cancelled. Pretty unfortunate, but you know, what's done is done. Although I think she looks a bit dry due to overly done matte finish. I mean, they could have added gloss on some areas to make it look better. Nonetheless, I still like it. I like it. I bought her for $13, I think. And I feel like I got a good deal. After all, she's already officially released, so her aftermarket price is expected to bump a little bit higher than the pre-order price. Lastly, Hatsune Miku Magical Mirai 2020 Summer Festival version by FNAX. Oh my goodness, one of the most anticipated Miku figures this year. Unfortunately, I won't be unboxing her for today's video because I plan to make a separate solo unboxing video for her. But I think that's everything. Thank you so much for spending your time with me while I gush out with my figures that I got recently. And if you did enjoy this video, do hit the like button and click the bell icon to get notified whenever I upload new videos. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope we felt the same happiness right there. I'm really happy with this haul despite the small numbers. Tell me in the comments below if we got a similar figure by any chance. Don't forget to choose kindness and see you on my next video. Bye!